Book 11 of the Epic of Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh admits Utnapishtim looks like any mortal. Utnapishtim tells his story in a long flashback. Long ago, Utnapishtim was a king, but 5 gods conspired to destroy humanity in a great flood. One of them, Ea, who often sided with humanity, whispered the plan into the reeds near Utnapishtim's palace, instructing the king to build a great ship and take on board examples of every living creature. The gods unleashed a terrible storm for 7 days. The ship came to rest on a mountaintop. Utnapishtim soon let the animals leave the ship and made offerings to the gods. Enlil was enraged to learn that Utnapishtim and his kin survived, thanks to Ea. But Ea pointed out that, while the gods were within their rights to punish sinful people, it was unjust to wipe out all humanity because of the sins of a few, and noted that he merely whispered to some reeds, where Utnapishtim happened to overhear. Appeased, Enlil granted immortality to Utnapishtim and his wife. After finishing his story, Utnapishtim challenges Gilgamesh to prove he deserves immortality. If Gilgamesh can remain awake for 7 days, perhaps he can escape death. But the minute Gilgamesh sits down to start the test, he falls asleep. Utnapishtim, unimpressed, has his wife bake a loaf of bread for every day of sleep. When 7 loaves lie beside Gilgamesh in various stages of staleness, Utnapishtim wakes the king, who doesn't realize he's been asleep, and must be convinced by the stale, moldy bread. That's it. Utnapishtim is done with the despairing king. He commands Urshanabi to help Gilgamesh clean himself up and accompany the king to Uruk. Gilgamesh has an epiphany. Noting the enduring beauty and craftsmanship of the great city's wall, he begins to praise the city to Urshanabi. Gilgamesh, having absorbed the wisdom of Siduri, Utnapishtim, and having his own experiences, has learned to appreciate his people's achievements. The final book of Gilgamesh is packed with stories and ends in a homecoming and resolution. The Sumerian flood story predates the biblical flood story in Genesis. Gilgamesh couldn't save Enkidu, didn't learn how to cheat death or stop fearing it, and he lost the plant that renewed youth. Yet when he approaches the city, he's filled with joyful pride in the work his people have done. Somehow, when he loses the only thing he had to show for his efforts, he finds contentment. He's home, and he has work to do. Time to become a good king.